There's a symbiotic relationship that should happen between the space and the actual work. Realizing works like this in situations like this, we're talking, this is a chapel. It resonates with a history. And if you're going to sort of attack a situation like this, you really have to elevate. This piece, though it's been through a number of different iterations, I don't think it's ever actually looked better. This is a monster. Expansions is probably the best word I can sort of like come up with in terms of how I'm feeling about what's possible. I imagine big. So color is actually a added dimension and a deep and well felt one at this point in my life. Full speed ahead, you know. Full speed ahead, baby, yeah.
So we're particularly interested in having Leonardo respond to this space because his work is about inhabiting spaces. We knew that he would come into this place and feel the sort of spirit of the building.
Space is an interesting thing for all artists, especially sculptors. Being able to compose, you know, you really need to sort of have an understanding of the actual space and respect what your surroundings. The framing in itself lends itself to greater, bigger possibilities. I mean, look at the arches, you know? And the place resonates with all these bodies that have actually come through it, and it's supercharged. So I'm piggybacking on that, you know? I'm literally piggybacking on something that's already here. It resonates with all of this. And all I did was enhance that, you know? Just enhanced it.
And it looms over you. You're not expecting it when you walk around the corner into the chapel, which is a very calm space, but it's now inhabited by this kind of wild presence in the center of it. I think the first feeling you have is one of just, it's incredible. The first words people seem to say are just, wow. It's also quite troubling. It literally feels like this piece is sort of tearing itself apart. There's something that goes to a sense of trauma, and I think you can really feel that.
What I have to say about it, the end result, should not get in the way of your full-on experience. You should be allowed to have a say in what you are seeing, what you're feeling, and I should be able to get out of the way of that.
It was a big challenge to get a work like this into the chapel. It's a very old building, it's an 18th century building, and there are very small doorways into here. So the challenge is really to make the work inside the space. And so we've been working for a long time to make sure that this piece can stand up. We can't drill into this floor, it's a listed building. So we had to work out all of the engineering that had to take place behind the scenes. So there's an incredibly heavy steel base in there, and the work just grows from there.
You know, color made its way into the work, had not really been part of my language until I started taking trips to a place called Xingjiang in China, where it's like ground zero for porcelain. So glazing, working with these artisans in order to sort of realize how to interject the material, the alchemy, the understanding of the history of that material, all of a sudden became melded into what I do, into my history. Color was not, was a part of my work. But at that moment, it started to sort of seep in, and now it is like full blown. It started with the works on paper, obviously, on small scale, but with the larger works, color.
He's not dictating to us what we see or what we feel about the piece. We just come to the work and we bring ourselves to it, and we will all find something different in this piece.
All I can say is that it's a living monster, and you need to just get out of the way of it. it is moving in all directions, and I think it's encompassing and embracing its surroundings. So I think, yes, indeed, I think they should keep it here. It should be a permanent display, you know.